started to dance these images with electronic music, different kind of electronic music. And so I started developing the script like this. After, because I was living in Morocco, so I moved to a palm grove, and since the beginning in Morocco I felt that I was a baby. I was 23 years old, and I was really impressed of the level of acceptation and attachment that the people had there. You know, they are surrounded by death, and so they practice death every day. You know, and I understood that I had to do the same in a way. So this film is part of my practice. You know, it's part of my this practice of making an ally of death. You know, so the purpose that we had was to that we die watching the film in a way. I think that is a film that pushes you to die, to look inside in a way.
I think that this is a movie of transcendence, and as such, it asks you to discard the notion that you might come into the movie with, and to see the path in a way that you don't expect to happen.
Like life, I think life is like this. You are starting the day on a comedy, and suddenly you are on a tragedy, or you fall in love, or you fall depressed. I mean, in any case, anyway, I have the radical feeling that even if life shakes you sometimes, it's always for good. You know, in Morocco, in Muslim countries, they say that if God loves you, He breaks you. And we wanted to do a film like this, you know, a film that could be shock therapy. And I don't know, also it says...
I kind of think that every great movie is a shock therapy.
Sorry?
I kind of think that every great movie is a shock therapy. It's, as the French would say, bouleversant, upside down.
Yes, I mean, I'm not talking about Sirat. I'm theorizing with you, Luca. A great film is, there is a kind of feedback, right? A great film is a film that suspends this. You know, that through the specific cinematic tools, the ontology of cinema, you know, sound, image, it's able to knock out the brain. You know, it's important this, but it takes too much space in front of a piece of art. So when you suspend this radio pirate, other level of perceptions emerge. And I don't know if that's happening with Sirat, but that was the intention, to provoke that the spectator watch the film with the skin.
When were you making the movie? You shot in Spain, you shot in Morocco, I guess you shot for like 8, 9 weeks?
7 weeks.
7
3
weeks.
in Spain, the rave was made in Spain, and 4 in Morocco.
And did you left the door open to what was happening to you, to the movie, to the amazing characters and performers that you put together? Did the movie, did the path change in a way that you didn't expect by making it?
Not much. It's a big film with a lot of special effects, so it's a shooting really technique. You know, everything was really prepared. Me and my DOP, we knew how many shots, what kind of shots we made each sequence. You know, but I think we are people who loves reality, loves live people. You know, and all the time that we are shooting, we reconsider things. And after life, again, life doesn't give you what you are looking for. Life gives you what you need, and it's something, Luca, that we discover when we are editing.
Yes.
In the shooting, we are frustrated sometimes, you know, because we are not getting what we want. But suddenly, when we are watching again the images, we are like, oh my God, it was perfect like this.
Yes.
So it's just cinema filmmaking is just the art of deal with the frustration, of having more faith, you know, to accept that life is giving you what you really need, you know. So I give you an example. We had a sequence that is the father who, after his errancy on the desert, he's totally destroyed. He doesn't have even ego. The life broke him. It's so painful what he's feeling. So he's on the floor, and the scene is that the raiders arrive on the tracks, and they have to take him. He says that there is only dirt there, and they go. It was planned to do on 4 shots. So suddenly we had a sandstorm.
Which happened to be.
It happened like this. And you know that when you are shooting and you are making extra hours, you have to ask the people.
Yes.
You have to be really polite and to ask them to make extra hours. It was so clear for all the team that what was happening was something, was a gift. You know, at this time we were not frustrated. We were like really excited. Oh wow, let's do the scene under these conditions. And we only needed 1 shot at the end. So that was a gift. The day after, we went to shoot again. 2 days after, we keep shooting. And the third day, they call us from the lab that was shot in film, so it had to be developed. They call us from the lab and they tell us, you have a problem with the lens. It's broken because it's not on focus, the image. You know? So we understood that this day that we had these images, who were saved from that scene, but the days after, they were the last
only
came
the first day.
Yeah. So in a way, it's like this. Life sometimes give you, taking from you. You know, beauty has rules. If you want something, you have to give something. You know, sacrificio.
Yes.
Sacrificio to become sacred. Sacrifice.
Okay. But the images in the movie are so physical. You chose to shoot in 16 millimeters, if I'm not wrong, and you chose to create an image that has